Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Do you like the energy that I have? It's not gonna last. So today I wanted to talk about the frat fear that I have with two frats specifically. Also, I feel like I'm sick. Like I feel like I'm gonna throw up and I don't know why. We're just gonna continue on and pretend that it's not happening. I shouldn't do that because I specifically was told not to do this, but I will worry about it later. I will like write it down that I felt like this after eating this food in a little bit, okay? So, um I have mentioned this in the past before that like there's this one frat that is the biggest frat at my campus, and they had a Halloween party this year, and it's Teak or TKE. I'm not sure how to like what it is. I'm like, it's like Tau Kappa Epsilon, I think. And this was the first time I really witnessed like pledge master relationships, you know? Like all of the like frat boys that were pledges were dressed up as minions. As soon as I walked in, there was like, someone go get me a pledge. And then I also was like, I heard someone be like, oh my god, look at all these girls that we can get. And it was like this whole thing, and I was like, oh. And then at one point I looked over and there was just like 6'7". Like this man was a giant. Like Neanderthal, but like giant, okay? And he looked like he was 30. He had a full beard. Looked like he was balding, wearing a minion costume, and it was a sight to see. It was really a sight to see. And then he was always talking to like the tiniest girl there. And I was like, oh, oh, that's really weird. You're weird. And like multiple times at this party, like it was like yelling for a pledge, being like, someone go get me a pledge. And then I ended up meeting some like sorority girls, and they were like, oh my god, are you in a sorority? And I was like, no, thinking about joining one though. Still am kind of thinking about it, but we're not sure yet. But yeah, it was crazy. Like that was my first experience at a frat party, and I was like, okay. And then I went to Omega the next day. And the name for that frat is crazy. I have not been to another Teak party. The only time I was at Teak again was for a tailgate, and they still had really weird vibes. Just vibes with them are weird. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just weird. And I don't really like them, even though that they are like the biggest house on campus. And I think that's why I'm so freaked out by them, you know? So I went to the mega party, which I think is a crazy name for a frat, just saying. Um, and so there was this one guy there that was cute, but also he's a slut, and I think he might have a girlfriend, but he also might not have a girlfriend. It's a big question mark with everyone. Um, and so I went to this party a second time, right? Like the Omega party a second time, like in November, I think, or December. I'm not sure. It was at some point. I don't remember. And he looked directly at me, right? Like we locked eyes. We locked eyes. And I had something that I could give him, right? And so, you know what I did? I gave it to him. And I've never seen a man's eyes light up more in my life. And it was really, really funny to witness. And like it was just so funny. And then I was like, okay, I'm getting really overwhelmed in here. I didn't realize that he went outside. I walked outside, he was out there. I almost saw this man fall flat on his face, and that would have been the funniest thing I would have ever seen. And I was like, are you good? And he was like, yeah, like I'm fine, like I'm perfectly fine. And I was like, no, you literally almost fell on your face. He was like, no, I didn't. What? No. I was like, okay, all right. And then also I turned around at one point. Someone was face down in the grass. Like this party, like I've been to another party where it was like it was bad, and I'll get into it. But like, someone was, like, face down in the grass, and I said, ooh, and my friend was like, oh my god, went to help him, got him water, everything. He went home with his friend, and yeah. And then while I was talking to my friends, there was this random guy that just, like, walked up to me and was like, do you have water for my friend? And I said, oh yeah, like, I have this water. And I think I briefly, like, mentioned that I was cold. I don't know. I think I mentioned that I was cold. He was like, I can give you my jacket. Obviously, he didn't talk like that. He was like, I can give you my jacket. And, but, like, I was, like, eye contact with him. I was, like, eye level with him. So it was, like, I was like, oh no. And also, like, he wasn't that cute. And I wasn't that cold. Okay? Like, I was cold, but I wasn't that cold, you know? And he offered me his jacket. I told him no, because I was like, you won't get it back. Like, I'm not gonna take your jacket. And I was like, well, like, I just have to get your number, you know? And I was like, no. I told him no, and I said, I literally grabbed his shoulder, and I was like, go take this water, go back to your friend, make sure he's okay. You know? Like, every time I'm at this party, there's someone who I'm like, listen, no. And it's okay that I said no. Continue on, you know? And then I went to this other party. I think it was Gamma Beta, and it was another frat. That party, I have never seen so many drunk people face down in the concrete. Like, the amount of times I saw someone, like, sitting like this, going over here, like, literally just, like, to the side to just throw up was crazy. Like, I have never seen people so unable to handle alcohol in my life. I was in line for the bathroom, and all of a sudden there was these group of girls being like, excuse me, she just threw up. And then, like, all of a sudden she's in the middle stall throwing up, door open. And I was like, okay. I looked behind me, there was a guy in a corner just passed out. And I was like, what is happening? And then, like, there was a table, like, right in front of me, people just doing shots. And I was like, oh my god, I'm getting overstimulated. And then I was like, okay, looked back in front of me, homegirl was passed out. And I was like, oh my god, please, if you go out, do not drink so much where you were unable to walk. Like, you're not able to walk and your other drunk friends are taking care of you. It's not a good look. Please don't do that. And then, like, at one point, everyone was like, I was like in the outside area, it was like a small little, like, courtyard thing. So everyone was like lining the walls, just sitting there like drunk. And I was like, guys, listen. This is not it. This is not the look. And I honestly left early because I had work in the morning, but also, like, I just stopped feeling the party. And then I saw the frat guy that I said that was cute at the Omega party at that one. Oh, and also I may have told another guy from that same frat that he was cute, and they're apparently friends, which is so embarrassing. But if they ever ask me about that, which I don't think they will, I could not remember. I unfortunately can remember, but I'm gonna tell them I can't. And I just, like, I saw them and I said, oh, and they were both with girls, and I was like, oh, which, like, makes sense. They're both, like, attractive guys. And yeah, that was, like, so humbling. And then I found out that the girl that I'm, like, party friends with likes him as well. And I said, girl, take him. I obviously am not doing anything with it. I just think he's cute. And she was like, honestly, I just think he's cute. And I said, okay, we both don't know him. And I think that's the best way to keep it. And I'm also wanting to apologize. This is my formal apology of, I'm so sorry that I am talking about frats. They are unfortunately prevalent in my life right now. And yeah, I think, did I talk about this already? I don't think I did. But if I did, I'm so sorry that I'm, like, talking about the same subject. But on my program that I use Notion, I didn't move it to, like, recorded or posted, the posted area. So to me, and under my knowledge, I haven't recorded this. I haven't posted about it. I haven't done anything with it. So yeah. And what other, like, I've only gone to, like, I've gone to Teak, Omega twice. I've gone to Gamma Beta, and I've gone to Sigma Nu. I've only gone to 5 parties. Don't let anyone tell you different. But yeah, that's gonna be today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a little comment. I do reply to comments whenever I see them. I'm not always on YouTube, like just like looking for comments. I will look at them like once a week. So like let me get to that time where I look at them and I will be replying. And yeah, I love y'all. Stay safe. Mwah. Bye.